So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And this is now today's lineup.
Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. In with the challenge. Rodri. Foden. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Rice.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Semenyo. He's on it, can he get away? Played down the flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's neat. Played in by... He gets big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Haaland. This is promising. He could... And Bernardo Silva! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the...
Twinkie! And again! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Haaland! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played into the middle, punched away. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rice.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice-looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Matheus Nunes. And it's Rodri. Vardiol. Gehi. Tries to play it through. Semenyo could try cutting inside here. Subimendi. Timber.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. 15 minutes till half-time. Searching pass he's played there. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Trossard. That's cause for mild irritation. Foden. And it's Rodri. Now it's Semenyo. He's picked his way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Semenyo. And he's in on goal. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Nicely shaped cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Bernardo Silva. And here's Marmoush. He has found the way through. He's got away. Skims one in. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Haaland! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Foden. That's beautifully weighted. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Madueke. Oh, he's onto this. Great chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has not gone well. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, no joy this time. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things
And
lacking.
we come to you now with a quick
It's a
request
dressing
for
room
support
that
for our
needs
world
rousing at
charity
half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon...
Tries a shot! And he's straight offside. That pass isn't the best. Keeper's got good distance on that. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Madueke. Oh, super ball! Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended.
Oh, terrible pass. That's a shade optimistic. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Semenyo in acres of space out wide. He has a look up. He's having a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. 60 minutes played. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Bernardo Silva. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that was vital. Madueke. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Stood up well to him there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now, this could be a chance. Now it's Semenyo. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Oh, that's fabulous. Crossed into the box.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Great vision. And this is Marmouche. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Marmouche. And that's played in low. Rice.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Threads one in. Quality ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, played right into his path. Now it's Madueke. Oh, what a chance! No mistake! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not...
Oh, shooting chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Madueke. Not the most accurate pass. And he plays one through. He's found a way through, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that:
There will
clinical.
be 1 minute added time.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Nachos Nunes. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
And we're underway. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I see this guy, Upamecano, as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball out of defence. I mean, if you're a team like many of the good ones that like to play out from the back, then this Frenchman really is your perfect fit.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Camavinga, Koundé, Saliba, and it's Koundé. Here's Turnament. Olise, Mbappe, he could be in. Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
That's a cute ball. Upamecano cuts it out. Pedri. This ended up in no man's land. Koundé gets across to intercept that. And here's Nico Williams. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. So it is still 0-0. Dembele, played out to the left flank. Oh, it's Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. Aimed beyond the defence. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. France have reclaimed it. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe, and he's got the beating of his man.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe! Olise is in a really good position out wide. Camavinga! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Olise. He is through here. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. And it's Koundé. Tchouaméni. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele. Big chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
France with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. He's got tall. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's got away. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? Goal! Spain! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Spain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
France have their second corner now. Spain have the chance to go the other way. And here's Dembele.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Camavinga. Morata. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cleared away.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
That is good alertness. Passing is crisp and sharp. Olise. Al-Kubasi deals. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Back into the middle. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Unai Simon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played out towards the right wing. Unai Simon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. So what can they make of this? And it's Ruiz. Ruiz found support out wide. He's found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Olise.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it through? Olise. Koundé gathers from the goal kick. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they can.
Chance! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Yamal. Guendouzi. Upamecano. Guendouzi. France ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Morata. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's being shifted off it. Pedri, he's picked his way through. Now the cross. It's a mighty effort! Goal, Spain! And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Spain take the lead. And it's Ruiz. He's had it taken off him. Olise. Just about up to 75 minutes.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And the shot! And he can clear it away. And here's Mbappe. He takes a shot! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Olise. There will be a throw-in. A probing pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. France looking to pass their way through.
That's going in strongly.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And this is the big, big chance. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Decent hit from there. Dembele receives it in a wide position. He rises! Decent enough try. Now it's Williams. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Rodri. Nicked it back promptly. Now this could be a chance. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pedro Porro. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. Well, we are already up and running again. France displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Well, played right into his path. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That is good strength. And it's Guendouzi. Guendouzi. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Chouameni threads one in, and he welcomes it in. Nico Williams. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Dembele, shot, surely! And it's come back out to him. Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Pete,
he's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Half-time, extra time. Mbappe is the hat-trick hero and the man most responsible for this spectacular turnaround. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And the action has already restarted. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Rodri. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Chance here to counter. Pedri. Olise thinks one through. Floated through. He's beaten the last man. Very nicely done. Grimaldo. And it's Grimaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. Played out to the left flank. That has been cut short. Dembele, nicely shaped ball. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Yamal.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Lovely pass. And he shoots! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Once more, he proves rigid and robust. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
It has gone the full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties. France going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
We have already started here. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Out towards the flank. Zaire Emery, he can run onto that. He's free, he has got, tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
France with the corner, they're first. shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Pedri. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head.
Up he goes! Oh, crossbar! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Oh, maybe it was one of those moments when he just caught it too well.
Tchouaméni, Zaire Emery. This looks promising. Oh, he's burst through. Pinches it off him. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Camavinga. And it's Dembele. Aimed beyond the defence. Iñigo looking to run onto it.
You can think ahead, but not take your eye off the ball, and he did.
Zaire Emery, spread it left. France looking to pass their way through. And it's lofted through here, and he was quick to react. And it's Camavinga. Fabian Ruiz, played into space. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pass is just off target. Iñigo picks it up from the goal kick. 30 minutes gone. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Rodri. Now it's Ferran Torres. Zaire Emery. Digne. Tchouaméni. France finding their passes. And here's Dembele. Yamal. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's found a way through.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Over to the left. Now it's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Ruiz. And that's gone loose. Zaire Emery. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Grimaldo. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are back on the way.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Shot, surely! That comes as a mighty relief. That's a cute ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Turnament, and it's Koundé. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, good spread. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Olise, and it's Zaire Emery. Now it's Olise. Olise! He's been caught on it here. Digne crosses. He's got two. Off the bar. And he hits the net. There is the breakthrough. France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Olise. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Ferran Torres.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Yamal.
Spain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Decent chance! They've done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
And that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other.
Climbs up big! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Camavinga. Grimaldo. And it's Olmo. Knocks it into space. Good read, needed to be. Tchouaméni. Now Saliba. Olise. Lenormand makes the interception. He's in a great position here. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Done delicately, and he's intervened well there. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Ferran Torres. Zaire Emery. Well, they could break here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's had it nicked away. Dani Olmo receives it in a wide position. Yamal! Played out towards the right wing.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
France can consider themselves just about safe now. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Olise. And he's been shifted off it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Mbappe. He's away. Oh, such a clever chance for a shot. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Zaire Emery. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Dembele gets into some space. Grimaldo is there and he can get that clear. He has found the way through. Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? And he welcomes it in. And there goes the final whistle. France can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
And as you can see, we've... Real chance! That's another chance! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
That's been slipped through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, nicely intercepted. De Jong. Looking for options for movement. Cross flung in towards the middle. And the ball is out of play. Goulet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Lopez. Goulet. Madrid are looking to break at pace. No, that's been intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Mbappe. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's fabulous. Lewandowski. Barcelona are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Fermin. And they can counter here. Neatly clipped into space. Lewandowski. Rafinha. Rafinha gets flagged offside. Lewandowski.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Dani Olmo. Fermin knocks it into space. And that could set him on his way. And a chance! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Might want to be careful there.
He's picked his way through. Yamal. Chance! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Jamal! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's following up! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A case now of complete control. Shoots! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
That pass isn't the best. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Mbappe. That has been slung wide. In with the challenge. Now it's Goulet. And it's been played through. Oh, well played. That has ended up in no man's land. Played out towards the right wing. Camavinga promptly onto that. And that is that. Tries to play it through. Pass somewhat off target. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pau Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Fermin. Played out to the left flank. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's in space and looking for options. And he gets rid in a hurry. Vinicius Junior looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. Oh, tries a shot! Really well taken goal.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So is this the start of a comeback? Now that's well seen too. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Now it's Rafinha. He's looking wide. And it's Balde. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Dani Olmo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, what has happened here? De Jong. Yamal. Oh, that's a key interception. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Mbappe! And he's found the net! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's a mighty effort! They've done it! A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Barcelona. Oh, what a mistake! Eder Militao makes the interception. Can he get it through? Fermin. Now it's Lewandowski, over to the left. Rafinha gets into a good position. Aims beyond the defence. Looking for options for movement.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
So what can they make of this? Rudiger played into space. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, well played, well played. Balde. Dani Olmo. Fermin. Dani Olmo. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And here's Goulet. This looks promising. It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. No way through. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. And the shot! It's in! And they are cruising away. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact and sheer class.
It's Lewandowski! He's got a goal! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles and Loft just took him out of the equation.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. It's Bellingham. That ball looks a good one. Good read, needed to be. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Lewandowski walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, thanks to Jim. Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Badiashile gathers from the goal kick. McGinn. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Konsa calmly anticipates. That's a little off target. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Yuri Tielemans is someone being described now as the complete midfielder. His knack of finding the right passes is one thing, but his shooting is reaching a legendary status too.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Palmer. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Now he's got space here. Chalobah gets across to intercept that. That has been cut short. Back into the middle. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hato. Mudryk. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Hato. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bino Gittins. Now the delivery. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And they've got a throw. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. It's played through for him.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Palmer. Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Cash. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bino Gittins. Fofana. Cash. Oh, can he get onto this? Bino Gittins. Fofana. Fofana! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Fofana really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
McGinn. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now somewhat off target. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he's surging through. Cleared without complication. Watkins showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Watkins, and the through ball. Hato. Oh, this looks sharp. He's found a way through. And a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Fofana probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And here's Sancho, and he's certainly onside here. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Sancho has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Elects to cross, and out it comes again. And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Everyone, please.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again. So the first half brought no goals. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Bino Gittins. Onana gets a foot in here. Played towards the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
It's a pretty loose pass. Madsen tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. And he's there to belt it away. Dink through. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. And it's Lavia. Oh, he's bustling, and he's had a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Palmer. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tielemans. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. He's got away. Crosses it in. And that has been cleared. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Mudryk. Fofana. Konsa deals with that comfortably. Bino Gittins. Flings in he gets big! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He is through here. Oh, that was vital. Badiashile. Lavia. Played out to the left flank. Now Mudryk. He's picked his way through. And it's Lavia. Now it's Watkins.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Sanchez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Cash plays it all the way forward. That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for options for movement. And that is as far as they're going to go. Passes short and sharp. Lavia goes on a run down the left wing. Sancho, he's shifting through the gears here.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Now that's well seen too. Oh, good spread. Palmer. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got tall. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And the counter is on. And he cuts out the supply. It's a searching pass. Mudryk is wide and looking to get onto this.
Substitution on the field. Number 30, Mudryk. Number 45, Lavia. Number 11, Gittens.
Sancho.
Number 33,
Now it's Watkins.
coming on the field, number 7,
Chalobah cuts out the pass. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. That is ended up in no man's land. Gusto. That's a delicate pass. Header! Nicely weighted ball. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Palmer. He shifted it to the flank. Garnacho gets into a good position. Garnacho. And he shoots! Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That has not gone well. Looking here to chip it through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Neto. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, what has happened here? Garnacho. Now the ball in. Konsa pokes it out wide.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Just a quick announcement.
Halfway through extra time, and still we are deadlocked. Is it time for a hero to step up and to grab the headlines here?
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Palmer.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Number 20, Pedro.
15 minutes to find a winner, or else penalties. Pau Torres makes the interception.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Nicely shaped ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The pass has gone astray.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Caicedo. He's having a go! Oh, crossbar! And it's hit the woodwork again! He has found the way. Real chance! He's played it long.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Barkley. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Pedro. It's a promising position. And that is it. There will be penalties.
Yeah, the longer it went on, it kind of became inevitable that it would end this way, and while each defence can be proud, they've got very little say from here. It's up to the keepers now.
To our official store, where memorabilia
120 minutes of action have taken their toll, but have proved inconclusive, and now this is it.